When we talk about humility, we often picture two extremes. On one side, there's arrogance, pride, superiority, comparisons, looking down on others. I'm richer, I'm smarter, I'm more respected. That arrogance shows in speech, in action, in demeanor. On the other extreme, there's the opposite, self-humiliation, feeling worthless, allowing others to step on you, sacrificing your dignity in the name of humility. Neither extreme is good. In Islam teaches a middle path, humility with self-respect, a believer with dignity who reflects respect for herself or himself, while never elevating above creation and never sinking below their rightful human respect. Balance at the beginning of his prophethood. Shay'an, or an angelic messenger, offered the Prophet Muhammad two paths: be a majestic king prophet, like those before, surrounded by armies, palaces, power, or be a servant prophet among the people. The Prophet Muhammad chose to be a servant. He preferred humility, to wear no crown other than his mission, to walk among his people as one of their own. Allah responded, because you chose humility, you will achieve greatness. On the day of judgment, you shall be the master of the children of Adam, the first to intercede, the first resurrected, the first to greet the believers, all because he chose servitude, not superiority. That choice reflects the essence. Whoever humbles himself for Allah's sake, Allah raises his status. But where does humility originate? Is it showing deferential body language? Is it smiling and bowing? Well, that's only the outward. True humility begins in the heart. When your heart knows you are nothing before Allah, and yet Allah has granted you honor, faith, wealth, knowledge, it recognizes that every blessing is from Him alone. When that realization is deeply ingrained, your outward actions flow naturally, without being forced or theatrical. The Prophet Muhammad delivered a stark and sobering fact: a person will not enter paradise if he has an atom's weight of arrogance in his heart. That means even if you prayed all 5 daily prayers perfectly, fasted Ramadan, gave charity, performed Hajj, just a speck of arrogance remains unburnished. It stays between you and Jannah. That arrogance must be removed, either mercifully in this world or painfully in the hereafter. Don't let your deeds be erased. Let's look at how the Prophet Muhammad embodied this humility. When he entered a room, his companions would often stand, but he told them, "Don't stand for me. That's what kings do." He refused regal treatment after 20 years of persecution. When he returned to Makkah in triumph, he entered with his head bowed, not raised high. That is humility toward those who wronged him. When he purchased clothes, he refused people kissing his hand. He pulled it away, saying, "I'm not a king, I'm like you." At home, he would help milk animals, repair his own sandals, fix clothes. He lived DIY. He did what ordinary people did, never elevating himself above everyday tasks. When passing by orphans, he'd stop, hug them, rub their heads. When a woman criticized him for this, he said, "You are not with us if you don't have mercy for the young and respect for the old." He never claimed to be the best human. When people praised him extravagantly, he would redirect the praise to Prophet Ibrahim, saying he was the greatest, not meal. Of these small moments show how deeply humility was stamped on him from his inward state to his outward character. Today, many misuse humility. They degrade themselves in front of others so that others exalt them. "Oh, I'm such a lowly beginner, I'm nothing." That's fake humility, manipulative humility. Allah doesn't look at words. He looks at what's in your heart. Genuine humility isn't about self-deprecation for praise. It's about honest recognition. I am nothing without Allah. Pride arises naturally from within, your ego, your comfort, your desire to be better than others. Shay'an fanned that flame, whispering comparisons, belittling others to elevate you. But humility is rooted in remembering, I began from a drop of semen. Everything I have, status, wealth, knowledge, was granted by Allah. Humility meets that origin. Allah warns us repeatedly in Quran. Don't become arrogant because you forget your humble origin. You will return to dust. So a believer's life is a continuous process of grounding. I am from dust, to dust I return. All else is gift. How do we practice humility daily? How do we ensure our hearts stay soft? Serve others, even in small ways. Help at home, assist on a board, do things without being asked, listen more. Speak less when people praise you, gently redirect to truth, not self-aggrandize. When someone offends you, choose patience over pride. You can silence them not with insult, but with gentleness. That is the greatest test. Remember your origin. Read Quran. We created you from a drop. Reflect often on your fragility. and dependence reflect on the companions of the Prophet Muhammad: Abu Bakr, Umar, Usman. They were powerful leaders, yet they remained humble, sleeping on a mat, counting their wealth every night, never letting status corrupt their hearts. Even noble descendants among Ummah scholars, kingdom leaders tried to emulate this. The humble heart is the humility that no status can mask. In our modern age, social media thrives on status, likes, followers, celebrity. This fuels pride, comparisons, envy, superficial identity. It's a battlefield for humility. When someone says I'm better than you, it's easy to feel lifted or crushed, but humility is choosing not to live up or down, to live centered, to chase knowledge, not for showing off, charity, not for Insta stories, prayer, not for followers. Let our motivation be Allah. Alonso, where do we go from here? Let your heart regularly check itself. Do I have attachment to praise? Do I feel superior? Do I feel inferior? Practice humility with small acts. Serve, respect, speak gently, correct gracefully, remove arrogance through knowledge, prayer, dhikr, and good company, and, most importantly, make istiqamah, a dua. O Allah, purify my heart of arrogance, raise me with humility. This is Islamic Echoes, reminding your heart, redefining your path. If this message spoke to you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a lesson that feeds your iman and softens your heart. And leave a comment. What humble action will you take this week? Whether small or big, share it. Inspire others. Finally, share this video with someone whose ego needs softening or whose heart needs grounding. Maybe it's your own reflection in this message. Remember, even the smallest humility opens the door to hope, joy, and ultimately, Jannah. Until next time, be humble, stay grounded, and keep walking the middle path. Islamic is your heart's home.